YouTube. Hello there, Partners for Japan viewers. Ooh, let me tie up my shirt. This is really embarrassing. I got my iPhone here, and my wife just called me from the bedroom. She's like, "What are you doing? Get back here!" God, that's what happens when you get married. It's funny. Okay, so I've been thinking about making a video for you guys on Partners for Japan. First of all, let me just say, Michaela, thank you for this idea. It's a great idea. I think it's a great opportunity for all partners to not just raise money for Japan, which is, of course, the thing we should, really be concerned with most, but also just to challenge us to do something different, something that we haven't done before. That's pretty hard for a lot of us. So what I thought I would do is kind of give you, you know what I don't do? I mean, and you're probably going to disagree, but I don't really do random videos. I mean, I try to focus on a theme, even if it's a long ass video. I don't like mix up a lot of different crap in it. Though you might say, well, all your videos are crap. But anyway, if you don't know who I am, my name is Victor. I run quite a few channels. Give Me a Break Man is my main channel. It started years ago. Then I started up a response channel called Give Me a Flake Man that eventually turned into my main channel, just by the amount of activity that's on that channel. And the one I guess I enjoy most because everyone's nicer on that channel. Give Me a Break Man. I mean, I like it, but it's more, it's more, I don't know, YouTube main community oriented. Give Me a Flake Man was created more for teaching. Well, actually, it was a response channel that turned into a teaching channel, and now it's like Japanese community and teaching and that kind of stuff. So sometimes I'm torn as to where to put a video. So tonight I'm going to put up a video on this channel about stuff that has interested me, but I don't know, stuff that I don't really want to make a video for, but it kind of, I wanted to mention, like it kind of irked me a little bit. So I'll start off with the insignificant crap first. First of all, the first one, it's already gone. Oh yes, here's a really insignificant crap piece of something I want to just get off my chest. So I'm reading on the dailyrecord.co.uk. It's I don't know this site. I've never heard of it. Maybe I have heard of it, but I don't remember. And it came to my Google things because I don't know if you know about this, but when you use Google News, google.com/news, you can actually sign in and tell it to notify you about certain things. And a long time ago, for some reason, I put in things about, I told it to tell me, maybe I was just experimenting. I said, tell me about Jon Stewart, and notify me about news stories about Jon Stewart and Clint Eastwood and YouTube. Anyway, so I get this thing today, this article today. It's from Ewan McGregor. And the headline, this is a really crappy headline. "I don't want to look like a dirty old Ewan," says McGregor as he puts ban on nude scenes. So let me just read you the first two paragraphs. "Nude scene veteran Ewan McGregor has vowed to keep his pants on in future. The 39-year-old Scot does not want to follow 80-year-old Clint Eastwood and be romping on screen with actresses young enough to be his granddaughter." And then he says a little bit later, "I don't want to become Clint Eastwood where his love interest is 50 years younger than him." That kind of bugged me because although Clint Eastwood was known to be quite a ladies' man or womanizer, it depends on point of view. I don't recall any movie in which his love interest was 50 years younger. So that kind of annoyed me. And now that I'm talking about it, I feel quite petty. But at least it's off my chest. Yeah, but as if Ewan McGregor has some kind of authority to talk about morality. I don't know. Stuff like that kind of bugs me. Like, shut up. There's some things about movie stars some things I just don't want to know. One movie star I really respect now, and maybe not so much in the past, is Brad Pitt, because they once questioned Brad Pitt. They once interviewed him about, I think I may have mentioned this before. They asked him, what do you think about the situation in the Middle East or something like that? And he's like, I think at the time it was Bosnia, and he's like, "I'm an actor. What are you asking me this for?" So, yeah. Anyway, That's one thing. Now, the other thing that I thought maybe more Japan related is maybe you've heard about this, the Gilbert Gottfried story. Gilbert Gottfried was apparently, I never knew this, was apparently doing the voice for the Aflac Duck. Now, I didn't even know what Aflac was. Never heard. Maybe I'd heard of it. I don't know. I never knew there was a duck. Never seen any of the commercials. But in the last few months, last few days, excuse me, Gottfried has a Twitter account, and he's been tweeting. I didn't see any of these. I'm not a big tweeter, but he says one of his tweets is, Japan is really advanced. They don't go to the beach comes to them. Okay. Personally, I don't think that was offensive. It's a joke. It's not, okay, it's tsunami came, yeah. But it doesn't really refer to any dead people. It's not really insulting in any way that I can see. But his next tweet is, I just split up with my girlfriend, but like the Japanese say, there'll be another one floating by any minute now. Okay, I can see the attempt at humor there, and it is kind of dark. But, that's better, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But, it's not that funny. And if you're going to make jokes about tragedies, they better really be funny. They better make you laugh so hard that you feel guilty about laughing. You can feel guilty about laughing, that's okay, but these were not funny. So, but anyway, here's the question though. He's a comedian, and I don't know. You probably heard. You probably know this, but after 9/11, which was devastating to me personally because I'm from New York City. I mean, I was like crushed when that happened. I was really screwed up for a long time. I'm so depressed. But after 9/11, he's like one of the first comedians to make jokes about this. And what I question is, why is this a big deal at all? Why is this even in the newspaper? First of all, no one even knew he was a duck. The duck, probably. I mean, because I've seen this is how you waste your time. So as a result of this news story, I went and looked for the commercials of the duck, thinking, okay, because he's got a pretty unique voice, kind of a whiny, grady voice. And I went and looked for the commercials, and I couldn't find anything really interesting. I mean, how do I put it? You couldn't tell it was him. It was just like quack, 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 quack. He doesn't really talk in the commercials that I could say. I thought it looked like 5 of them. I did, as a result, find a really fun video, though, called Brave Duck, which was pretty cool. I mean, I ended up watching a bunch of duck videos. What a waste of time. Yeah, it's called Aflac Duck on crack. Yes. So if you want to have some fun, go look at that drug. That video on YouTube made me laugh quite a bit. But the other videos, the Gilbert Gottfried thing. First of all, why would you hire a man who would make fun of 9/11 in the first place? I mean, really, all he does is quack. I mean, couldn't they have picked someone else? I mean, I don't know how this helped the insurance company anyway. Number one, and the fact that he made these jokes is kind of irrelevant. I mean, they should have just. First of all, they should have never hired him, and the fact that he made a joke is not really newsworthy. It's just whatever. But it's a good question. And I've kind of broached this subject a little bit on my Give Me a Flick Man channel earlier today. When is it appropriate to start having fun? After a disaster or something like this, because it is, I think, stressful to just. So here's something a lot of you guys don't know in Japan. In Japan, there's some kind of, I don't even know exactly what it is, but it's a company or something. I think it's a public company called AC, and look up AC commercials in Japan. But in Japan right now, that's all they show on television: AC commercials, almost exclusively AC, and they're these like. Some of them are pretty good. They're like, the message is, be kind to your neighbors and say hello to people. Just good greetings to people makes life better. And if you see an old woman, or a pregnant woman on the subway, give her the seat. Or if you see a woman walking up the stairs, help her out. Things like that. Things that are like, good, these nice messages. Kind of like after school specials, but condensed into commercial. And some of them are poetic. Like, one of my favorites is like, it goes like, baka te to, baka te you. Which means basically, when you say idiot to somebody, they'll say idiot to you. When you say, whatever you say to someone comes back to you, basically is what they're saying. Like if you say, I'm sorry, they'll say, I'm sorry. So, and it says, well, you might think this is just an echo, but no, it's what any person would do. Anyway, the point is, you basically you get what you give, kind of thing. Anyway, here's the thing. For me, I kind of like the commercials, but almost everyone I've talked to in Japan hates them because, number one, it reminds them of the earthquake. And number two, they're played all the time. They're just sick of it. They're just sick of it. The other one is this cartoon about, it takes all these animals and it gives them some kind of, connects them with an aisatsu or a greeting. So for example, what's the other one? Like konnichiwa becomes konnichiwan, and the symbol is a dog because wan is what the sound that dogs make, things like that. Anyway, why are these commercials being put on TV right now? Because no company wants to associate themselves with the earthquake, and they don't want to seem insensitive. And it's called jishuku. They don't want to seem insensitive by talking about or pushing their product at a time when other people are suffering. And I wonder about, like around Katrina, what happened in the States? I have no idea. Like when Katrina was, happening, were people like in the area of that, in New Orleans area, were the TV stations not showing commercials? I mean, what was going on? But anyway, in Japan, nobody's showing commercials. Except for recently I've seen Uniqlo commercials. But I think one reason is because the guy who owns Uniqlo, he's like the richest guy in Japan. He donated I think it was how much was it? Maybe $12 million or something. Well, anyway, a lot of money. I don't remember how much it was, but one of my students was like, that's a tiny bit of what he's worth. He's like so rich. So I kind of lost my train of thought there. Sensitivity to the we want to be sensitive but people want to start kind of it's depressing. The television is full of it, so it's getting stressful, and people want to kind of smile a little bit. And I've seen a couple people say this, like, I just want to be able to smile. And maybe I'm taking it wrong when they say, I just want to smile. Maybe I'm thinking laugh, because laughter is a great way to get rid of stress. But I kind of lost my own thread there. But anyway, you see what I'm saying. Okay, Gilbert Gottfried made a joke, but so what? Let it go. Who cares? Don't we have better things to do than jump on a comedian? Like, is he supposed to be our moral ruler now? I don't know. I've been drinking a little bit. Look at that. A couple of days ago it was about that big, that high. Okay, that's another thing I want to get off my chest. Talk about that. I guess I don't really know what the question is. It just bugs me that people focus on stupid things like on our videos, man. Like, I make a little chuckle in a video and people are offended. Why did you laugh? Why did you they don't understand that when you laugh you're laughing kind of out of frustration sometimes, or because you can't believe it. Like, oh. But don't people have better things to do? Like, I made I made this video about Ishihara, who's the governor of Tokyo. He said something about the tsunami probably being a divine punishment because Japanese are so greedy. But at the end of the quote, he also says, "I feel sorry for the people from who were affected." But he says, "I feel bad for them." Kawaiso, he says. But and when I just thought, okay, I'm going to teach this quote, but a lot of Japanese are like all over my ass, like emailing me privately, telling me to erase the video. Like, don't you guys have better things to do than jump on my ass about this? I'm just teaching an expression that one Japanese person said, but Japanese are so sensitive about this, and it kind of annoys me because it's not like it's just me. What they do is they pick the fact that I'm a Gaijin and kind of hold it against me, like, oh, you don't understand, or you wouldn't do this if you really cared about Japan. But the thing is, the reason I picked that topic is because I'm having discussions with my students in class, and they're the ones who brought this to my attention, and they're the ones who are having the same reaction I'm having, but they kind of told me about it first. But when we have a discussion about it, we're all pretty much in agreement that guy's an idiot, But one thing that's interesting about Japan is that they're very sensitive about their their image to the world, their international image. They hate to be criticized. internationally speaking. And you don't see this on an individual basis so much, on one-on-one or in small groups, but on the internet, you just say something negative about Japan and they think that you're just hating on them. They can't take any criticism, and they don't take into account that, the fact that I criticize America and other countries as well. It's Europeans, but they don't. But they, other people are fine with it. I made a joke about French guys the other day, and I make jokes about Canadians. Just ribbing. Nothing serious. Of course, I don't hate any country or anything, or Peruvians or Mexicans or stuff. But only the Japanese get all like hyper about it as a group, as an internet group. And the other thing that bugs me about this earthquake is, although I've been here for 22 years, and I'm not going to claim, I don't think this is racism. I just think it's kind of, but it is kind of sad. It makes me sad. I get into the elevator the other day, 2 days ago, and I've been at my school has been in the same building for like 12 years now. Yeah, it'll be 12 years next week in about 10 days or so, and the guy says, get in, and like, hi, hi, we know each other, they know my face. We've said hello, we've talked, chit chat. And he says, so are you going home? And I'm like, no. And but it just bugs me that I'm asked this question, like, why the hell would I be going home? I mean, it's Nagoya. We're over 600 miles away from Fukushima and Sendai and all that crap, Why would I be going home? He's not going home. Obviously he's not going home. But the thing is, I am home. I guess that's what bugs me. Are you going home? Back to America. But that's not, I don't live in America right now. Right now, home is here, right here in this house that I bought last year or a year and a half ago, whatever. And then my student today, I had this student today come in, a private student, really wonderful woman, really nice, but she's like, so you're going to go home? And I guess the Gaijin-ness never really wears off. And that's kind of sad. That makes me sad. In some people's eyes, like my wife's family, none of them have suggested it. None of our neighbors have suggested it. Nobody. Even though we've even told people, like, oh yeah, my parents are like, yeah, you should come home. My dad's like, please come home, I'll pay for the trip, I'm like, no, Dad, there's no reason to come home. Everything's fine. I mean, so far. I mean, hopefully it'll stay that way. Knock on whatever this material is here. Wood. I hope it's wood. But yeah, that makes me sad. So, on this channel, I guess I'm gonna give you some blogs in the next few days, weeks, whatever. But they're going to be kind of a mix, a motley of things, and I guess maybe I'll vent a little bit about things that kind of make me sad. Not that they don't deserve, not that these issues don't deserve to be on my main channel or my other channels, but why put something up that I wasn't planning to? So I'm going to what's it called? What's it called when you dig deep? No, I forgot the word. Plumb the depths of my mind, and hopefully bring you something that you'll find I don't know, new, refreshing, or different. Either way. Anyway, that's about it for now. I'll be back soon with some other long ass videos. And in the future, if you're new to me, you're not supposed to watch this whole thing. You're supposed to just turn it on and fold your socks or do your laundry or clean up your room while you do these videos. That's what I've been told is the best way to deal with my videos. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.